Hello, 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 Love Tribe, and welcome back to the Abundant Insights YouTube channel for Tarot Tuesday. We're going to get some practical insights from the Ascended Masters. So we're going to use the Ascended Masters Oracle plus Tarot. And I might get a little bit of also, actually definitely going to be using messages from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck as well. Feeling that the Ancestors want to come through, I want to say, quite actively with support because one of the card that fell off of this deck and I didn't know was at the top was the ancestor card or the elder card in particular, and it happened to fall literally on my left foot, falling at my feet, and spirit uh, highlighted that for me, and in a truly loving and respectful way of our ancestors right out the gate is like our ancestors are right at our feet, uplifting us, empowering us, here to assist us, as well as helping us further ground and root in during this time of activation. At least if this is resonating with you. By the way, I'm Dil Divine, your friendly neighborhood career muse, oracle, and soul coach. So I hope you're following me on all social media platforms. Let's start shuffling the cards and getting into the reading. Ancestors leading pretty strong, but they're allowing the. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Okay, y'all, I totally forgot to light this, and as I shuffle the cards, Spirit flings it up for me. So we're going to do a little bit of take a moment to cleanse, especially because Spirit is like encouraging me to do more energy calibration on camera again. So encouraging folks and helping a guide in the clearing of the energy. So we're going to do that right now, allowing yourself to receive, yes, support from this incense, fire and air elements, and allow yourself to take in some deep breaths. And I'll add a timestamp below after this reading is uploaded for those of you who don't want to receive the calibration for this moment. But for those who are down for the ride, allow yourself to take in intentional deep breaths, maybe filling up the belly, exhaling completely. No rush, no force, simply intention. As you breathe in and out deeply and fully, I invite you to imagine and allow washing over you a diamond white ray, a diamond white angelic flame. This fourth ray of healing is associated with purification and ascension. So allow yourself to connect with the intention of purifying yourself across body, mind, soul, emotion, and spirit. All of your cells, all of your DNA across all time, space, and dimension. Inhaling in and receiving this purifying light. And as you exhale, feel yourself being activated. Allow yourself to receive the invitation, initiation, and activation of your ascension. Ascension meaning the raising of your vibration, your leveling up, your glow up. Okay? So as you inhale purification, exhale ascension. And if it helps, you can think of activation with the exhale, and that helps you connect with the ascension energy and intention a little bit more easily. These are all invitations, so allow yourself to tweak and edit them in alignment with your divine guidance and intuition, taking what you need, taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't, taking what you want and desire. And as you feel ready, you can return to your normal breath. We're going to jump back into the cards. Thank you so much for allowing us to clear the energy and set the space. I love how our ancestors and angels really led with that, as well as the beautiful incense. There we go. And the masters are in here, they're not playing around. And at any point during this reading or beyond, feel free to connect with that diamond white ray and flame. And if you want to experience, your own customized energy calibration, you can use the link in the description box below or just type in abundantinsights.net and you can book an energy calibration session or a DNA purification and activation session in which we can use healing rays such as that fourth ray, diamond white ray, and flame of purification and ascension. I did two of those today with clients, synchronistically enough, and Spirit has been really encouraging me to come out of the closet more with energy calibration and guided meditation. So I will be, comment down below if you'd be interested in like more free content and what kind of topics. Because I want to do some light energy calibrations for the collective. Yes, okay. Really, really, really wants to be present. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Ascended Masters. Okay, I am spiritual, not religious, and with all of that being said, for those of you who know me, I work with many guides and honor and love many guides, one of them being Holy Jesus. And holiest Jesus, holiest Christ energy, holiest Christos, often through the avatar of Jesus, Yeshua, really encouraged me to show up for Tarot Tuesday before this reading. And while I was cutting this Ascended Master deck, his card kept showing itself, and then it just came flying out, popping out. So he is here. This card says, open your heart to love. And notice all of these different animals. Notice how we're seeing animals that are often seen as very sweet, very soft, very tender, very gentle, possibly very vulnerable. And then notice how we also see animals that are very strong, very courageous, very brave, very powerful, very sovereign, very independent, perhaps even some predator versus prey energy going on here. And yet they are all tamed to the power of love, and they were all tamed and activated by the Christ consciousness, the Christ light. And who also came out flying with Holy Jesus? Now, y'all gonna have to help me with this one, because I'm normally very good with words and pronunciation. However, I have to admit, Russian leaning names, I am not the best. So we have Mahachohan Ragotsky. Ragotsky. That's what you're gonna get. So, and I say with all the love. So Mahochan, Mahachohan, Mahachohan, meow meow meow, coming through with the teacher vibes and holiest Jesus. And also I'm getting Holy Grail. For some of y'all, Ace of Cups. So, yep, okay, this is emotional calibration, healing, and fulfillment. So, calibration and healing, that A, in and of itself, is contributes to fulfillment, as well as B, is I'm feeling like activation step. I'm feeling trigger. I'm feeling like a workflow. You know how in all this, well, for those of y'all who are entrepreneurs trying to figure out this digital-ish, you may have realized, a lot of people are like, oh, automate your workflows, automate your workflows. Like when this action happens, trigger this and pay us so that you have all these features, blah, blah, blah. But like the concept of the workflow, it's like the trigger. So it's like the opening your heart to love, the energy calibration of your heart space, the balancing between your own predator and prey type of energies and really your vulnerable and strong energies and understanding you are all of that need not be oppositional as in conflicting forces, that these energies exist and coexist, can coexist in you in harmony through the power of love and your loving intent and your loving focused intentions. And also Jesus coming through strongly naming compassion specifically, compassion for yourself, compassion for others. This Mahachahan is offering, I'm seeing this cup, it's like receiving medicine, receiving a heart healing medicine. And with this medicine, sometimes medicine, doesn't always have there are times where medicine doesn't have the best taste. Let's be honest. Even whether we're going straight up herbal or you're going medical industry, pharmaceutical, thank you, Spirit. Either or, both sides can have some stuff that doesn't taste the best and that aren't the easiest to hide even behind other flavors or ingredients. So Spirit is saying, for some of you, the medicine may be sweet and tenderness right now. For others, it may be bittersweet. For others, it may be a little bit icky at first. You'll know, and this reading is going to give us more clarity and more unpacking. There's something about receive the medicine that you need to open your heart space. Bust open your heart space. Your heart being open is required for whatever blessings, whatever manifestations, whatever deliverance, whatever you are calling in. And I went into this reading with the intention of asking the Ascended Masters for pragmatic and practical insights and steps we could take in this now, let alone this week. But I do this with timeless intention. Whenever this finds you in this now, I did it wanting to receive some kind of just like simple advice. I didn't want it to be complicated. And so the fact that we're getting an open your heart message, and the heart being what's needed for whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to receive in this now, in this soon come time, it's not meant to overwhelm you, and it's not meant to confuse you. And you likely know, or you very soon shall be inspired with the answers in your own personal truth as to what are the things you can do to open your heart. And I said things. There's a plurality here. There's a multitude of things you can do to open your heart. For some, this heart opening may be having an actual emotional release, a good cry, feeling the feels, letting out stifled emotions, buried truth, buried feelings. And whether you do this through journaling, whether you do this through watching movies or media that will make you cry. For example, Spirit is putting in my head, thank you, Holy Spirit. Recently, and like a couple weeks ago, I binge watched and finished Grace and Frankie. And Spirit, Jesus has given me right now reminding me of the episode where, spoiler alert, coping mechanism technique, it's not really that big of a deal, but one of the characters gets these movies in which, what do you call it, like basically these movies involving dogs, and something happens to the dog, like something tragic to the animal, in order to get herself to cry, to prompt herself to cry. And I believe she says it, she does it once or twice a year. So Spirit wanted me to share that example, that it's like if there are things you can do, and she orders like comfort food, like she makes a whole evening out of it, and she treats herself, gets a little joint, like I'm not saying you need a substance or whatever, but that's just in the show. Um, so there's something about allow yourself to have an emotionally releasing and opening experience, and set yourself up for comfort and nourishment with that. I am feeling some Cancer vibes. I know we just transitioned out of Cancer season at time of recording, and yet that does not mean just because we're out of a season we abandon all the wisdoms and activations they offered. So Cancer coming through with the reminders and the encouragement to, ooh, thank you. Processing and releasing painful emotions and experiences does not mean we need to be painful, unkind, and or harsh with ourselves in the process. Ooh. It's like if we know it's going to be painful or harsh or maybe difficult or and or heavy, whatever adjective resonates best for you. If we know that process or those feelings are going to be that no matter what, why not let the environment and the container we process them in be intentionally soft and loving? Ooh. See, this is how we are loving ourselves next level, Jesus is saying. This is the next layer and level of being compassionate to self and others, is understanding we don't need to make things more punitive, more heavy, more hurtful upon ourselves. Where and when possible, softness, compassion, tenderness, love, forgiveness, compassion, grace, and mercy can be applied. Can we lean into this? Can we receive the invitation? Can we take it? Like this cup of water is not meant to be bittersweet medicine. In reality, it is the Ace of Cups. It is a very healing, divine elixir, holiest grail. But what we project onto it, what we programmed into that, expectations we put onto that are going to deeply affect how this medicine affects us. So in the same way, the character from Grace and Frankie, who set herself up essentially for emotional success, she took care of herself. She allocated time. She prioritized herself. She invested in herself. She created a comfy environment. She was wearing comfortable clothing. She had nourishment, um, hydration as well, water for sure, libations, just make it a little bit nice. This is the invitation to take care of ourselves in this way. There's a new paradigm of, okay, the group I'm talking with, if you're still rocking with me in this oracle message, this deep channel message from Jesus and Mahal Chohan, you've gone through you've gone through enough dark nights of the soul with the most heavy of heavy ass densities in your life, and not to say that there won't be more contrast, but you've gone through enough really tough rounds that, oh, okay, thank you, Spirit. Because with this teacher card, I was also getting this invitation and recognition, like you're at a higher level. You're further along now more than ever, maybe more than you realize, where you really have the impact, let alone it's already been happening. You really have the ability through your story, through your testimony, through the way you live your life and the way you frame your life, especially as you choose to open your heart. I'm getting like put up or shut up with all respect. I'm getting like walk the walk and talk the talk. Words and actions matter. We're not falling into the words don't matter, actions only, like that trap, that limited paradigm. Like, no. You understand the power of the word and the bird. I'm dealing with somebody who's with mastery. I'm dealing with somebody who's constantly and consistently seeking to bring all parts of themselves into healthy alignment and harmony. Not somebody who is seeking to, while you understand being imperfect and you're more compassionate and graceful with yourself, yes, thank you, Holy Spirit, Holy is Jesus. You are not, at the same token, abandoning being intentional and understanding that it's important to be deliberate with your words, deliberate with your actions, deliberate with your energy. You're just seeking to do and be better in all categories of life at the same token while calling in more ease and flow. It's like you're just doing and being better, not from a space of anxiety or needing to prove yourself. You're doing more so from a space of an open heart, meaning more from vibrations of love and, dare I say, joy. I'm also going to say service and like things of paying it forward, contributing to community, contributing to your environment, contributing your lessons, whether that be online, digitally, in person, a combination. Ooh, and I'm feeling like so much energy, like the spin of that. Bottom of the deck, focus upon your strengths. Holy Apollo. We're getting a lot of like masculine presenting ascended masters in the spread. Bottom of the deck with Holy Apollo, more light. A lot of Leo season colors, Leo season energies coming through here. So with this focus upon your strengths, especially holiest Apollo, thank you, meow. Ooh, yeah. Love me some Apollo energy. Just feel so yum. Yum. Like yes, also very sacral, very sacral. But this Leonina energy, Apollo coming through, God, deity of drama, of poetry, of performance. Yes, like theater and stage. I'm giving him a lot of the arts, like on period. Yeah, because the muses, muses. Shout out to my fellow muses. Meow, meow, meow. Extra special for us. Yes, kitty cat, cat, cat. Oh, and see, we're getting playful. We're feeling it. We're lighting up. We're being our authentic selves. I'm able to do this by choosing to be joyful and being open heart and like loving me enough to show up authentically, as well as loving y'all and loving the collective, loving the service, loving the opportunity to share so that I'm coming through correct, being me and shining as my authentic me. This is the key. So keep it real, keep it 100. We're going to get some tarot right now. We want to do tarot next. Also, I did write this on my Facebook earlier, and this message is coming through as I stare at Jesus while I shuffle these tarot cards. And oh, I'm even feeling like tightness in my neck and shoulders. So inhale and release. I invite you to do the same. Release tension. Holiest Jesus coming through with a reminder that at the time of recording, Mercury retrograde is coming in about a week, give or take a couple days, pardon me. And with that being said, this is an express invitation to practice your compassion in your communications and in your interactions with people, as well as patience, intentionally and with grace in this time ahead, in this retrograde ahead. There's nothing to be worried about. There's nothing to be fearful. Jesus is offering this tool, thank you, this tool of compassion and grace on the front end, getting out ahead of it, so that we remember this, that when things kind of go left, we could either allow ourselves, and our energies to be energy sources for vampires and agents of chaos who are seeking to with us, to mess with us, to piss us off, to throw us off, and keep us there. Or we can recognize, hey, whenever we do feel a little bit off or we get triggered, that's right. Get that discernment, get that awareness, and then be like, okay, wait, how can I be more compassionate in that moment? Does that mean, wait, pause, let me take 3 deep breaths? Does that mean pause and suspend for a minute? Do I need to go and take a walk? Does that mean pause? Can we revisit this communication tomorrow? I'm feeling a little bit triggered or out of sorts, or I'm not ready. Can we go and come back? Does it mean looking and trying to understand where the other person is coming from a bit more? And while holding everybody responsible and not condoning toxic or unhealthy actions, can we allow the pause and seeking of understanding through the practice of discerning grace so that we can make decisions that honor us, ourselves, at the highest vibration, let alone respecting and honoring the souls that we are dealing with? There is something here about practicing, like, this is higher level mastery without us needing to stress out. This is like the higher level mastery is dead ass about practicing ease and love. Like, it may sound paradoxical, but it's really not meant to be. It's just like, let it be simple. Jesus is coming through right now to make things simple, to make it easy. There's something about some of us, maybe we swung into pendulums of complicated and a lot of complexity, maybe even some overwhelm, and like the angels and the ancestors, as well as Holy Jesus, holiest Christos, which is your holiest self, activated in the holiest light, coming through here to make things simple and easier. And that's why it's even focus upon your strengths, focus upon your light, focus upon what lights you up, focus upon what makes you glow. And for some of us, this message is getting back to our foundational strengths and talents. So, and you can even see the way my eyes are closed so much, like I'm really in channel a lot. So Spirit is having me enjoy channeling more, card reading more. Now today was a reminder of like my skills and my talents with energy calibration, and to lean more into it, to go for it, to embrace it, and share these gifts. Like there's something upon with the focus upon your strength. There's also elements of sharing here. Like, and that open your heart to love is like give and receive. There's exchange. This Leo season is bringing exchange, sharing, perform. Take advantage of your platforms. Okay. Got excited because we got a 2 of Cups on top of another card. I'm going to narrate in a minute. Let's just get the rest of this tarot on the table. Meow meow. Meow meow. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna start with the bottom of the deck. We're gonna start with they're the foundation. Get it together in the most loving way. Don't freak out. It's the Death card, card 13, Major Arcana. It's sitting on top of the 5 of Cups. Okay, so this sad Debbie Downs, Debbie Downers, Debbie Downer energies, sadness, and that's not making fun, that's not making light, that's no tea, no shade. It's just acknowledging the sadness, but bringing levity. I'm a Sagittarius. And the thing is, like, you're already moving onward and upward. Like the fact that the Death card was on top of it, this is where we're coming from. Like, we're beyond it. We're ready. Like, For some of y'all, the early part of the message is if there's any more emotional release or purging to be done, this is the invitation to do so, because you are ready to be onward and upward. You are ready to be at the next level. That's why we had the calibration about the purification and the ascension, the activation. You are you are more at the point of embracing the ending and whatever needed to be a done data than you are resisting it. I don't feel this resistance anymore. If there's any resistance, it's more so the resistance to feeling any more pain as opposed to resisting the ending. And there's a distinction there. So give yourself grace with that if that resonates, please and thank you. Now, so with this being said, the death here is saying like grieve, mourn, breathe, let it go, stretch, relax, flow, move the energy and flow the energy out. Now, what popped out together? We have the Two of Cups was sitting on top of the Eight of Swords. Now, Two of Cups for me often represents like a soulmate connection, a soulmate union, a soulmate relationship coming together, people coming together. Now, this could be best friends. This could be a very emotionally fulfilling like collaboration in regards to whether it's your schooling, your business, your career, your work. This could also be an intimate partnership or relationship, like dating vibes. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm leaning towards relationship vibes with this spread. Not that I was trying to do a love reading specifically. I am leaning towards that though. So this is either most likely a loving relationship slash romance or a really, really amazing like friendship, like a soulmate connection, like where you like, that is my soul family, that is my soul tribe. And it's like soul family, soul tribe, where it's like y'all are coming together and you enjoy each other. Like y'all love each other. Like there is, and this is a coming together that is really going to be like active in this season and this cycle ahead type of union. All right. I wanted to share that, and I don't want to limit it just to romance because I spirit is always inviting me to be more, and part of my ignorance around it, but always to find ways to be more ace inclusive as it genuinely resonates. And I was either yesterday or today, I read some form of like ace content online that was like a really funny thing about ace folks and fantasy and being, it was really, really dope. And so their spirit bringing that to my consciousness is wanting that inclusivity to be a part of this message. So that's why it's like really take what resonates, because a lot of times readers online, in no shade, we don't always focus or name a lot of these very, very deep and significant, more friend, platonic, or beyond platonic but not romantic type of relationships out there. And spirit is having me go in about this. So for some, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This love, this connection is here. It's coming in. However, I feel like it's a combination of we don't fully see it coming, or if it resonates with you, you don't fully see it coming. However, it's because your blinders are on. You're in your head a little bit too much. There's, thank you, Spirit. This is why it's on top. The Two of Cups is here, and this is why Jesus is above. Thank you, Holiest. He's coming through. He's like, this is why it's open your heart to love. Do not allow, and it's not happening. Please, the heads up though is like, continue to engage in heart opening activities because that is going to be the antidote to your anxiety, an overactive mind, an overwhelmed mind, a overly occupied mind, a mind that's just doing the most in ways that you have identified do not serve you or you do not enjoy, does not feel good. So this is not a judgment, this is an assessment. Ooh, thank you. This is not a judgment, this is an assessment of the mental space, the mental body, and wanting to bring it more into calibration. And the way you're going to offset that now, pardon me, why am I hearing how to put the pussy on offset? Ow! Oh, kitty cat. Okay, for some of y'all, for some of y'all who it's appropriate and accessible and in alignment with your personal practices in whatever way, so long as it's within integrity and consent and joyful enthusiasm. Um, you might be able to leverage sensual and sexual energy and transmutation and interactivity and or activity um, to also help reset the mind. Do so with a loving and self-loving intention. Like charge these, like set the intention, like do it with the intention of not only clearing the mind I'm feeling, but like remove the blocks and disrupt the patterns. Like this is allowing that energy to be very alchemical, very magical. And you don't have to overthink it. Simply go into it, setting the intention, allow yourself to connect with the intention during the experience, and especially during the moments and the high points of the experience. Have a gratitude during the come down from the experience and let it go. There is this energy of heart opening and truly pleasurable and truly joyful experiences being the antidote to the overactive mind and the mind that seeks to hold you in limitation and hold you back, because you're truly free. You're truly here. This love is here, and you know this. The thing is like right now I'm feeling, yep, thank you, Holy Apollo, coming back with focus upon your strengths. Like your goal right now is to be receptive and open hearted and ready to receive, because the next card up is the Knight of Cups. And I feel like this is an offer, an emotional, and I'm getting hotter and hotter, and I have the air on and I'm getting hot. So there is an emotional offer, an opportunity coming in. So we got the Two of Cups followed by the Knight of Cups. So this is why I'm saying there is a very beautiful relationship slash friendship slash connection coming in here that is going to make whatever parts of our hearts feel that joy, feel that pleasure, feel that resonance, feel that excitement coming online. And it's like hot flashes, hummingbirds fluttering vibes. Um, this knight is making their way towards you, and they're going to come through with like real commitment. For some, this may be an actual engagement or proposal of marriage. For some, this may be the asking to get married more directly or soon come. For others, this is a very committed and equal union and partnership. So essentially taking the next step in the relationship that would formalize the relationship, formalize the bond, meaning there's an acknowledgement of the bond here, and there's an acknowledgement of the bond under the eyes, under the presence of the holiest spirit, the holiest father, the holiest mother, the holiest divine, the church, the state, whatever authorities, quote unquote, higher authorities you may identify in your own resonant context. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So this is about a leveling up. I feel as though this Knight of Cups is coming in. Like this is the relationship, the offer, the opportunity with very, very like solid, thank you, Spirit, solid commitment. One that somebody would swear by, one that somebody would put their hand on their heart for, one that is of integrity. And it's like, if they're lying, let lightning strike them down. Not wishing that on somebody, but I'm just saying it's that level. Like there's oath and commitment here. There's vows energy here, and it's equal. Even the way Spirit has me looking at these two keys at the bottom of the card, crisscrossing, but not in a way of conflict, but it's like keys to each other's kingdom, keys to each other's heart, unlocking each other's hearts. Well, notice how I said heart first before I said heart. So also the acknowledgement of that unique entity that gets birthed and exists between these parties, right? Because there's us as independent people, and then there's us in that union, and the identity that that union carries, and that unique energy that union carries based off of the fusion of the two distinct energies and persons and beings. So this is a beautiful union, beautiful divine connection, beautiful divine relationship coming through. And with the around the corner card being the Seven of Wands, this is all about being in your power, standing your ground, Rising above haters and detractors, I'm getting. Even the way they're having me say yo, and I'm feeling my third eye, and I'm shaking my head like yo. The fact that they're even getting me in that energy, like, even my face, I'm sucking my teeth, I'm getting that vibe, like, honestly, like, okay, so be about your business in life. Whether you become aware of it or not, whether you are already aware of it or not, haters are gonna hate. People will have opinions. Some people may have things to say. Some people may actually go out of their way and say it out loud or put it online, whatever, whatever. Feed the gossip, have a have an opinion. And Spirit is saying is like, you do you. Like there's this energy of like you are on a whole nother level. Like you are under the rainbow and over the bullsh and above the bullsh. Like under the rainbow, mean the rainbow is above you, like holding you down, like your shield, like you're blessed up, like it's acting like a dome, an aura, a shield of blessings. Like you are a miraculous one. Believe that, honor that, be about your open heart, be with your holiest team, be like Jesus with the compassion, the grace, the forgiveness, the mercy, the joy, the love, the open heartedness, and continue being about your love. Like you've leveled up. You're in a more solid relationship and connection. You're in a more solid union. You're in a more solid place. And for some, this is the affirmation confirmation to act like it. And for some, continue acting like it. For others, acting like it on the next level, ascending, going up. There's a lot of leveling up energy in this thing. It's like carry yourself as if you are this loved and loving being, this chosen being, this being in a healthy union and partnership. Like if you want to be a divine spouse, act like one. If you want to be a divine and sexy lover, act like one. If you want to be an amazing friend, act like one. If you want to have trustworthy people, act trustworthy. Like it's just do it and be about it, and you're above the trap of a lot of mainstream society BS reindeer games. Like, you're over the pettiness. You're over the teasing. You're not here for the bullying. You're not here for the trolling. You're not here for the trash. You're not here for the fake spirituality that gets caught up in judging other people either. You're not somebody who's sitting here putting posts online saying, like, going out of your way to be like, wow, if these people don't know this yet, then they're clearly like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not feeding energy of judging others as lost causes. Like, regardless of how you feel, you're not spewing it out there. You're not publicizing stuff that shows an absence of compassion and love, rather than the proliferation and the abundant sharing and cultivation of it. Like, you're seeing beyond and through the veil of spiritual people who, in situations and contexts, where the ego is coming through in non-loving ways. And you're also acknowledging and seeing through the BS crap of places that try and make you think like the ego needs to be killed and assassinated and murdered. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I don't like that paradigm and that rhetoric, and I think it's a BS trap that's actually quite like elitist. It's like no, where you're sitting here, you're you're a you're on the stage. You're about your light in your life because that's the point. That's what we're here for. Period. It's not about inferiority or superiority. It's about showing up for the song and dance that I was called here to play. And I'm here to play. I'm playing. I'm not sleeping on myself anymore. I'm not on the wall anymore. I'm not outside of the stadium or the arena anymore. I'm not in the nosebleeds anymore. I'm not just spectating 24/7 anymore. I'm here to play. I'm here to slay, and there's more than enough space for everybody. And if your way of playing or slaying requires scarcity, go play on another stage or another arena. Step the fuck off and away from me. Pardon me for being so blunt. It's not about being rude. It's just like, I'm not here for everybody. I'm not sipping the Kool-Aid of having a martyr complex, a messiah complex, being self-sacrificing or people-pleasing to the point of self-betraying, of self-denying, of self-limiting. of dying on the hill of the sword for someone else. No, no, over it. You've realized that you living your best light in life and your joy really is the holiest thing you are here to do. Yeah, I'm really feeling it, y'all. Like, I celebrate you. Like, I'm gonna take another sip because all that true tea got me parched. But as you can tell, and as you can tell, excuse me, there is a lot of ferocity in the most loving ways here, and where it's really about rising above the noise. See, rising above the noise, the BS, like, stop. Pardon me, like, this is an invitation, so I'm not commanding you. This is coming out very passionate. So, disclaimer given. Like, stop taking underqualified opinions on. Stop taking irrelevant opinions and judgments on. Like, it's one thing to hear it, acknowledge your heart, especially if you're a sensitive person. I get it. However, it's like, review that and discern that. Don't stay trapped in the triggered emotion. Recognize it and then be like, okay, let's go back to the source. Where's that coming from? Where's the energy? What's the perspective? What do they know versus not know? What is that in alignment with what my holiest spirit, my holiest self, my holiest source is telling me, showing me, guiding me towards, facilitating my way towards, encouraging and empowering me towards? And if this feels very vibrationally off or out of alignment with that, let alone if it's petty, not loving, if it's sour, bitter, ikiana, next, cough it up and out like a hairball. Like, don't allow that trapped in your throat chakra. Don't allow them to fucking, pardon me, but don't allow them, see, rebuking it. Don't allow them to block your truth and your creative expression from coming out with their doubt. Yeah. For some of y'all, like, ew. Like, not you, not you, not you, not us, pardon me, but like the energy around. Like, I just feel like I'm annoyed. Like, I'm a little bit, like, I'm honestly annoyed. Like, and I'm feeling like part protective, lioness, like mama vibes to like divine masculine, like, I don't even need to roar, like, I'm just gonna like slice you the fuck up and handle it, like, silent. Like, I'm feeling all the feel. It's like, get away and stay away from the people who are trying to block the love. Like, the divine will handle it. Though and for some of y'all, this is the invitation. If you resonate with animal spirits and animal guides, um, especially if any of these animals on this card call out to you specifically, I highly encourage you to invite them in, work with these energies and align with your holiest and highest good and light and love and wisdom. For some, allow them to handle the haters. Like, pardon me, but like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, in my mind's eye, because I'm a fire sign, so I can be a little like, ruh, ruh, like a dungeon dragon. And I'm feeling like letting my wolf power animal as well as really calling in this bear energy. Yeah, that's that mama bear. Ruh. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it. But it's just like, let them eviscerate these like fish. Like, you know how a bear can just like scoop that salmon up like that and just like, but the Holy Spirit is gonna like chew them up and spit them out and put them back in love. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because we're doing it for love. We're not wishing suffering. I'm not cultivating vengeance. Nope. I am giving my aggression away to a purified animal spirit that can handle it with my adversities, challenges, and any of these haterish vibes coming my way. It's like I want them to feed off of it, transmute it, flip it, and reverse it, and block that ish. All right. So let's see what the angels and ancestors coming through. We're having another hot flash, so we're getting all these activations. Woo! All coming through. Spirit box, oracle. I love how the Mary Magdalene card went flying over near Jesus Yeshua, of course. Meow meow meow. Divine union. Hello Magdalenas, where you at? Fellow Yeshuas. My divine feminine, divine masculine, holy alchemist, where you at? Meow meow meow. This is for us. Oh, and bottom of the deck. Wow, we got High Priest, intend and create. Getting Apollo again, getting Apollo again, getting Apollo again 3 times. This is definitely his energy, bottom of the deck, like over here. Focus upon your strength, intend and create. He also governs and has mad priests and priestesses. especially as the god of prophecy, divination. Okay. And then we got the high priest and telling us more of the hot flashes. So intend and create. Now, this does not mean rushed, because Magdalena, she flew over there. She flew over there right next to Jesus, right next to Yeshua. She was like, "My meow, 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 meow," and she's saying like, "Wait, they don't love you like I love you, my way." Yes, okay, so maps by the yeah, yeah, yeahs may be relevant, but she's saying wait because the love is your map. Yes, meow, 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 Magdalena, giving it with Yeshua. It's like the love is what guides the way. Like, like Magdalena is saying, like connecting with the open heart. It's like, what did I say? It's coming full circle. Like in the beginning, did I not say the energy calibration, the energy opening, the energy healing of the heart is then going to open up and lead for the blessings, lead for the manifestation. Whoop de whoop. So Oracle over here, Magdalena is saying, and notice how she's also got the incense, she's got the smoke, and we open with the sage. Well, not the sage, excuse me, with the I think that was myrrh. I think it was myrrh. It was either myrrh or sandalwood. Myrrh. But we had some, incense going on, so she's getting it, getting it, getting it. Get into the heart. Get into the heart. What's that song? Oh wait, I don't remember. It's an old one. Is it Rhythm of the Heart? No. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Yes, yes, yes. Tell it to yourself, baby. Tell you that you're the only one. Tell it to your heart. Like, you want a contemporary, you want a modern track, you gotta make yourself feel like you're the only girl in the world. I know that's not like hella contempt, but contempt enough. Like, la 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 la. Like, you need to make yourself feel like you're the only girl in the world. That's why we get some of that sensuality, meow 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 earlier. Pat pat on the kitty cat. We don't mess with the regulars. Um, so you gotta be, yeah, like really in the love, in the loving energy, because then that is what's gonna then let you know how to take the best move forward. So right now we're wanting to be in a receptive Magdalena energy, focusing on opening our heart and our heart space to love, calibrating that energy, letting ourselves be a welcoming and hospitable environment, energy, and being to receive love, friendship, and connection, whatever resonates. As well as because we did have the snake pop out with shed old skin, alongside the spirit fox with trust your talents in changing times. So this is letting go. It's like out with the old baby and in with the new you, like that ascension. So that affirmation confirmation we got in the beginning about like purifying to ascend, purifying to ascend, purifying to ascend 3 times. So shall it be. Your ascension is here. The activation is here. The shedding and the molting of the old Ikiana skin is here. And for some of y'all, the shedding of the old skin is like shedding of dead weight, icky energies and vibes. And for some, maybe you've already done the purge or whatever, and this is just like, for some of y'all, this is just about you just continuing to practice your boundaries. This is just about continuing to be that version of yourself, to continue not entertaining the BS, to continue making the chops and the cuts for the people, the behaviors, the environments, the situations that do not serve. Because I do feel like overall, like we are about it, like we're doing it. Like if you're resonating with this reading, like there's a lot of affirmation here. This is not talking to somebody as if you're like just been some thumb like lagging and not like like I'm hearing Dungeon Dragon like Nicki Minaj may be really relevant. Dungeon Dragon may be relevant. What is that? That was Roman's Revenge, right? That was Roman's Revenge, right? The actual title. I know it's not Dungeon Dragon. Um, I am not Jasmine, I am Aladdin. So far ahead, these bums is lagging. See me in the new thing, bums is gagging. I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon. Rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. See, that's the shit. They're gonna be gagging, like, they're gonna see you in the new shit, and they're gonna be bugging, they're gonna be gagging, okay? But they're gonna that's because they're gagging because they're lagging. They're gagging because they're lagging. They're gagging because they're lagging. And that's not you being rude. You didn't leave them behind, as in you were like, well, for some, maybe. But it wasn't like you just left them in some, like, F you, like, wishing you the worst. No, you're the kind of person like you try to uplift, you pay it forward, you give it back, you share and show the way. Like you don't tell people they need to do it your way, but you put people on. You let people know like, hey, here's what I did. Here's the free information. Like I don't need to gaslight and gatekeep. Like I could be a girl boss without having to fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that kind of vibe, like your kind of integrity. Like, yeah, it's like, no, I'm loving it. Like you are that Empress. Like that crown with pride. Like you got fucking dignity. Like I fucking love it. I fucks with you because you are classy. And you know what? It's not to say that you don't make mistakes, but you're somebody who will own it. You'll atone for it, and you understand, especially as you mature and grow in life. Like you're really not about engaging in any behavior that you're not proud of, that you wouldn't want recorded in your memoir. You understand those stories and those things are going to be in there because our testimony is everything. So you ain't got no shame. You ain't gonna let nobody punk you about your past either. However, as this conscious being that you are, you're what you are consciously writing is with that increasing integrity, that increasing quality, that increasing application of the wisdom. So basically, you're slaying and playing life with class. Ugh, I'm so wet, like and hot at the same time. Pardon me, but I just feel so fucking fierce. Like I just feel like that bitch. Yeah, pardon me, especially for any of my femdoms out there. Yeah, but like, yeah, really feeling it. Like, ugh. Yeah, I'm feeling really Nicki Minaj coded. And also, side note for anybody out there with wanting this to be like, the more intimate messages for this partner, this connection that's coming in. They're liking you. They like your authenticity. So this is also why you gotta be you, because like they need to see you in all this stuff, all these sides, and they can handle it. And let me tell you, the ones who really like you, they like your crazy. Like you don't have to call that, but they like your wildness. They like your vibe. They like your personality, yourself, all the layers and levels and nuances. Like the ones that are gonna be with me, they gotta like all the crazy. They gotta like all the characters. They gotta like the songs. They gotta like the fact that I get hype, that my accents go in and out. All this playfulness and understand it's all me, authentic. Like, and they're gonna like that. So be that person. Be about it. You already are. Okay, so we're gonna close and seal this in because it's about that time to seal in the reading. The last cards, especially because, like I said, holiest Jesus energy from the very beginning. If you're still with me, you're already comfortable. You understand this is not about religion. You're not having a city attack about it. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Jesus coming through with open heart to love. I did feel guided to have his oracle as well. It's an oracle with these very like loving messages that are attributed to Jesus. So they are quotes of scripture. They're just loving ones. There's no judgment here. So this is all about receiving love and support non-denominationally, just through the pure Christ, pure Christos energy of the heart. And I'm going to continue to uplift this more and more. Okay, he gave us 3. 1, 2, 3, man on me with me. Okay, so we have, come unto me, all that you labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So Spirit is saying, for a lot of y'all, this is also the invitation. Remember, like she was even saying, Magdalena, don't be doing the most right now. Like, take care of yourself, nurture and nourish yourself, be in your best energy, your best vibration and frequency, and allow yourself to rest. And for those of you who are very comfortable, whether it's with the Jesus energy or your spirit guides, your angels, your holiest self, but especially holiest Jesus, you see how this character is just sitting on a park bench? Like, be in your own comfy and cozy environment. Oh my god, and I'm gonna get into comfort next. Next card. I love you, Holy Jesus. It's like, yeah, like let him know what's on your mind and heart. Like tell him about these labors and toils. Like if you need to have a vent session for a moment with your guides or holiest Jesus, like let it out. For some of us, that's a part of the opening the heart. Because sometimes we're also so hard on ourselves where it's like we don't want to complain. We don't want to be whining. We don't want to be extra, right? That sometimes we literally oppress. I'm getting like we oppress and we repress and we suppress ourselves. We suppress our emotions and we don't just allow them to rawly be released and felt so that we can just go through it and then get to the higher vibration through the transmutational an authentic, vibrationally raising process versus through the, I don't know, like negation, submission type of ways, which is really ultimately leads to avoidance and displacement. So Jesus is like spill the tea. Let me know what's really good. Like I love you. I'm not judging you. Like let me have it. Like obviously respect me, come correct in your delivery. But if you need to curse for a minute, like do it. Like when I'm really, really hype, I do my best to like balance my language, right? Depending on which guide I'm connecting with, right? And where I'm at. However, when I'm really in it, like I tell them like with respect, this is not at you. This is not at you. But I'm really fucking mad right now. And I'm like so upset. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like let it out. Like if it helps you release that energy, release it because spirit would rather have you release it rather than you store that trauma or that pain in your body any longer. Ooh, yes, that was love. That was meant for somebody. Speaking of the comfy cozy, be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. Be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. And look at the smiles on this card, okay? Look at homegirl cheesing. She's like, yes, thank you, Jesus. And he's like, you did it, girl. You did it, girl. You see that faith? You see that faith? I told you believing was gonna pay off. I told you. You know. I mean, obviously you could butch it up or not, but like this is the energy with that faith. And she's like, yes, 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 Jesus. She's like, I stay loyal. I stay believing it. Like, I mean, niggas got me pressed, but I'm still here. You know, like I didn't give up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just raw with it. And it's just like, he's like, yes. And that's why you're a real one. That's why you're a writer. That's why you're being blessed up. That's why we're sitting together. Like, I never fronted saying the walk was going to be easy. I never said it was going to be peaches and cream every moment. But the higher you raise your vibration, the more and more that does become your new normal. And the more and more you program and allow it to be, it becomes a new normal. However, you will have contrast. You will have haters. You will have obstacles. Because your mission and your purpose is lifelong. So you're going to be consistently co-creating and going through periods of rest and rejuvenation. So continue to enjoy this game of life with me. Play with the seasons, your own seasons, let alone the universal one. Like this is just the next new beginning of the many more next new beginnings in your lifetime of beginnings, let alone endings, but exciting beginnings. But right now, be of good comfort, meaning feel good. It's all good in the hood because your faith, your belief, your consistent belief has made you whole, has made you whole, has ascended you, has activated you, has calibrated you, has purified you, baby. Like you have been doing the work. So it's like now, last card, Jesus says, give and it shall be given unto you. Give and it shall be given unto you. And look at him giving out like treats to these little birds, to these cute little birds. Like I'm not getting like little bitches, pardon me, but you know, not like the little like gossipianas that we were annoyed with earlier. It's like him just being loving and generous. Although there is a little bit of like, you know what? The compassion. Some of it, ooh, for some of it, okay, 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 okay. For those of you who do create content, publish content, like for those of you who like publicize yourself, your craft, your message, yes, teacher coming with Ragatsky. Both beautiful birds in the community that love and support you as well as the haters. People are watching you, and the thing is, you're nourishing you are nourishing every soul out there when you give your soul truth, your soul food that you have from a place of abundance to share, that you're guided to share. Like your sharing is nurturing and nourishment for others, for the birds, good, bad, and different. Give and it shall be given unto you. And what I'm really feeling is like give as in with this focus upon your strength in aligned moments, share, confirmation, open your heart, give from abundance, and allow yourself to receive. Like we got messages here about being in receptive mode. So receiving love. Like receive this love and this opportunity as it comes towards you. Because notice how we go in this reading, very focused on you. Then the tarot gave you a little bit of a treat, a little bit of somebody else, a little bit of connect, And then Holiest Jesus, bringing it back towards the end with the angels and ancestors, is like, but we always focus on you because you're the main character. We're not doing codependence energy. We're not doing a codependent storyline this chapter. We're in a whole new book. We're in a whole new timeline. Main characters only for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you have supporting characters in your life, and you're going to be a supporting character in other people's lives, but you need to be a main character in your life first and foremost. You only give supporting character roles, like, as long as your main show and your main storyline is good. You don't go off of your show, off of your sitcom to go be like we're not gonna go shoot all these episodes in somebody else's show and then not have any time to shoot our season. Ooh, these metaphors are giving. Like, so this is your season, baby, but you gotta show up. You gotta show up. You gotta be on set. Ugh, I'm wet. Okay, so for any of my performers out there, auditions, this message is coming through a lot. Show the f up, audition, get to set, get to the casting, get to the gig, get to the go see, meow, 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 loving energy, show up in the right vibration. But it's like, get there because I'm like, oh, it's here, it's open. Okay, that message is going through because it's already trying to float away. The haters are trying to take it. I'm not going to overthink it. So, feeling this all in. Beautiful, some form of deeply emotionally fulfilling relationship slash connection slash friendship incoming. Take it in the context that resonates. In order to best allow this to come in, continue opening your heart, engage in activities that open the heart, whether that's through emotional release and purge, like maybe through the heavy stuff, as well as please engage in joy and engage in play as well. So spirit was not just saying heavy stuff; it was saying joy and play and pleasure. These also open the heart. Nourishing healthy foods, maybe eating for the chakras, especially the heart chakra. Um, expressing your love, like sharing that in spaces where you are safe and welcome to do so. And trust that this giving of love is going to bring so much nourishment and abundance back unto you. And give the heaviness away to your spirit guides. Discuss and let them take it. Let them like release, externalize, and like really externalize in a medium that resonates with you any of the fears and anxieties. Because spirit is like, you really are at such a level and such a beautiful place right now that they're really just encouraging you. It's like practice what you preach, but not in a rude way. And it's not saying that you aren't. It's like literally practice what you preach in the most calm, encouraging, I already believe in you kind of voice and tone. It's like, baby, practice what you preach. Live your best life. I just saw something flicker. I believe in you. Do it. Just go for it and be it. You don't have to prove anything. You never really fairly did, but I can't undo the past. However, I'm inviting you in this now moment and forward. Proving, just show us, share, be, embody, express. And those of us who are there for and with you, we shall be. And those who are not shall not. And in the moments where you've got to be the executor, the decision maker, choosing who stays or who goes, lean into it. Connect with your intuition and your Holy Spirit guides and allow them to help you, provide you with the discernment. This is your season. You've got this. Bottom of the deck, ask and it shall be given unto you. Or ask and it shall be given you, rather. Matthew 7:7. Matthew 7:7. Pardon me with the other ones. We had Luke 6:38, Matthew 9:22, and Matthew 11:28. So lots of Matthew for anybody who's into scripture and wants to know. 7:7 and 7:7 was coming through a lot today. So 7/7s may be powerful numbers. Yes, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Very powerful and relevant numbers coming through. I'm gonna say that in 222. So 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, and 222. Significant numbers in particular at this time. All right, y'all. Let me know if this resonates with y'all, anybody out there, because this felt like a very powerful and important channel. And as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you want a personal reading so that we can get specific to you and your tea, use the link down in the description box, abundantinsights.net, and we can meet up for a full reading, which I highly recommend. Or if you want a quick mini, I also have that option available now as well. So thanks again. I'm Dil Divine, your friendly name for Muse, Oracle, and Soul Coach. And I can't wait to see y'all next week for our next installment of Tarot Tuesday. And be sure to share this. I'll see y'all soon.